A very good morning. How are you? Okay. Children, did you remember what did we learn in our previous class? What did we learn? We learned about the gender. How many types of genders are there? Which group, which type of nouns comes under to which gender? Everything we learned clearly. Did you remember that is? Okay. Now, let's we go into our new topic. Okay. See children, in our previous videos, we completed two prose lessons. Did you remember those? What those are? One is Gully Box of Things. Another is Jada and the Tree Place. Okay. That means we completed two prose lessons. Shall we start our new poetry lesson? That means poetry means nothing but poems are called poetry. Okay, before going to this lesson, I would like to say something. Children, do you know the three seasons? What those are? Summer, winter, rain. Okay, these are the three seasons. Generally, now we are entering into rainy season. Okay, rainy after which season we will get? Now we are entering to rainy season. After rainy season, we will get winter season. After winter season, we will get the summer season. Right, children? I think you learned in your previous class. Right? See, when this winter season completes, we will get summer season. Meanwhile, this winter season and summer season, that means the completion of winter season and beginning of summer season, means we will get another season that is called spring season. What is that? Spring season. What is that season? Spring season. The season which it's a short season. It comes after the winter and before starting the summer. This meanwhile we will get a little season that is called spring season. Generally, in fact, this spring season is very beautiful. Why? Because in this season all the trees get new leaves, new flowers. That is what spring season is called a colorful season. Understand? Spring season is called a colorful season. In this spring season, all the trees can grow very well. They will get new leaves and new flowers. Already we learned in Jada lesson. What is that? Tree place is the home for number of small animals, insects. That is what this spring season is also a suitable season for growing number of small animals like insects. So today our poem name is The Worm. The Worm. What is our today's poem name? The Worm. The writer of this poem is Ralph Burton Grant. Ralph Burton Grant. So, the writer of this poem is Ralph Persian Grand. See children, in the previous lesson I said the person who writes the stories and novels, those are called writers or authors. Whereas coming to poems, the person who writes the poems, those are called poets. What those are called? Poets. Those are called poet. Okay children, the person who writes poems, those are called poet. If if the poem written by boy, that means he is called poet. If the poem written by woman or girl, those are called poetess. Children, did you remember the genders? Poet is masculine gender, poetess is feminine gender. Okay, see, the person who writes poems, those are called poet or poetess. In this poem, the poet shares his childhood memory, one of his childhood memory with us. What is that? Now we are going to see. Before going the poem, I would like to explain about the worm. What is this worm? Worm is small insects which doesn't have arms and legs, which doesn't have arms and legs. See, this small insect doesn't have arms and legs. These we are calling worms or earthworms. Generally, we can see these earthworms in the soil. While we are digging the soil, we can see these earthworms. Even we can see these worms in the wet places, under the rocks, under the wet place. There are number of kinds of worms. Among those, this earthworm is one type of worm. Okay, see. Many small animals live around us. Earthworms are small animals without arms and legs. They live in soil. So where can we see the earthworms? In the soil. We can find them under rocks or wet leaves. We also find them when we dig up the soil in our gardens. So that we can sow seeds, plant saplings or put manure in the soil. Okay, generally we can see these worms in the soil. While we are digging the soil, we can observe these small creatures. Okay, see even these these worms are called friend of the plants. Why? Because this gives a lot of manure to the plants. Okay, these worms are called the manure of plants. Okay, children. Now I am reading the poem. Once you have to listen carefully. When the earth is turned in spring, the worms are fat as anything, and birds come flying all around to eat the worms right off the ground. They like the worms just as much as I like bread and milk and apple pie. And once, when I was very young, I put a worm right on my tongue. I didn't like the taste a bit, so I didn't swallow it. But oh, it makes my mother scream because she thinks I ate the worm. Okay, now let's we see first rhyming words of this poem. Okay. Spring. Rhyming words. What these are called? Rhyming words. Spring. Around. I. Young. Bit. Squam. S-Q-U-I-R-N. See children, do you know one thing? You both are best friends. They never leave one to another. Whenever we get the Q in the word, after that definitely we will get you. So whatever the word you have to write with Q after we will get U. Understand? S-Q-U-I-R-M. Squam. While we are pronouncing, we have to pronounce squam. What should we pronounce? Squam. Okay. Now I am writing rhyming words for these words. What are rhyming words? The rhyming words means nothing but the words, different words which gives similar sound while we are pronouncing. Rhyming words means nothing but the words which gives similar sound while we are pronouncing. Example, ring, bring. Both are different words, but while we are speaking, those both give similar sounds. While we are pronouncing, both words give similar sounds. The words which give similar sounds, those are called rhyming words. Okay children, now we are going to see the rhyming words for these words. Spring, can you say? What is that? Bring. Spring, bring. One more example. Bling. One more. Can you? King. These are called the rhyming words. Rhyming words means nothing but the meaning is different, the spelling is different, everything is different from one to another. But while we are speaking, the pronouncing sound is same. For example, spring, bring. Both are giving the similar type of sounding. Those words only called the rhyming words. Spring, bring, bling, king. Okay, like that. Round, around, a ground. One more example. Abound. See, around, aground, abound. While we are speaking, how those are? Those all are giving similar sound. So the words which give similar sound, those only called the rhyming words. Next, young, dung, bung, flung. Okay, these are the rhyming words for young. Young, dung, bung, flung. See, here I left one word. What is that? I, buy, 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 shine. I, buy, shine. Okay, what is that? I, buy, shine. Okay, I, buy, shine. Next, bit, fit, hit, pit. Even we can write one rhyming word for some words, more than one for some words. Whatever the words, we will get similar pronunciation. All those are called rhyming words. Okay, children. Next, squam. Squam. Arm. Bam. Charm. Squam. I told you, no? Squirm. Squam. What is that? Squam. Bam. Charm. Okay. Now did you get how to write the rhyming words? Now did you get the idea about rhyming words? What are rhyming words? I am repeating and repeating, but you will. Why? Because you have to get a clear idea about that. That is what I am repeating these many times. Okay, children. What are rhyming words? Rhyming words means nothing but the words which gives similar sound while we are pronouncing. Those are called rhyming words. Okay, these are some of the examples for rhyming words. What those are? Spring, bring, bling, king, around, abound, I, buy, chai, yang, done, bung, flung, bit, fit, hit, pit, squam, arm. What is that arm? Arm, bam, charm. These are the rhyming words. Even we can write one rhyming word, more than one. How many we will get? We can form those many. Understand, children? Okay. Now, I am taking some meanings from this poem. Let's see the meanings of this poem. We are going to see new words from this poem. Let's take some new words from this poem. First one. Earth is turned. Spring. Now I am taking new words from this poem. Okay. Spring. Swallow. See, these are some of the new words from this poem. What is that? Earth is turned, spring, swallow. Now, we are going to see the meanings of these words. Earth is turned. What is the meaning of earth is turned? Soil is dug up. Soil is dug up. That means while we are loosening the soil for planting small sapling, seeds, whatever, that is called earth is turned. That by digging. By digging. Next, spring. What is spring? Spring means it's a season. Spring means it's a season. It's a season. The season which comes after winter and before summer. That means it's a season comes after completing of winter, before starting of summer. The meanwhile season. That means it is neither very cold nor very hot. Did you remember neither nor? It is used for two negative actions. That means it is neither very cold nor very hot. That season is called spring season. Next, swallow. Swallow means what? To eat, but not chew. But not chew. Chew means what in Telugu we are calling namaladam. No, anything we eat, what will we do? We will, what is that? Yeah, we will eat with teeth. We will grind the food with teeth. That is called choosing. Without that chew, if we eat anything directly, that is called swallow. That means nothing but in Telugu mingid. Without chewing, when we eat the food directly, when we swallow the food, that is called swallow. That means we have to take the food without chewing. That is called swallow. Okay, children, these are some of the new words. These are some of the new words and meanings of this poem. Okay, children, once again I am repeating. You have to look carefully. Earth is turned. That means soil is dug up. Spring, the season which comes after winter and before summer. Swallow, to eat but not chew. But not chew. Without chewing, we have to take the food directly. Without chewing, that is called swallow. Okay, children. Now we are going to learn briefly about the poem in our next class. Bye bye.